Preparing for the EOC is as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, you need to know what's on the test. Second, you need to know how it's scored. And third, you need to know the question types. What's on the test? To find out, you need to look at your EOC blueprint. It's like a map that lets you know what's on the test. It will tell you what domain structures or categories you have. It will tell you the weight of each content area. It also gives you the approximate number of questions per category, as well as the percentage of the test per category. It will give you all the different types of question options that you will have for your section. So, does your test have 50 questions, 32 questions? You won't know unless you look at your test blueprint. When I talk to students about the EOC, many of them say, I want to pass the EOC. But it's not about pass or fail. It's about scoring well. For example, what score is a good score for you? The lowest you can make, of course, is a 0. The highest you can make is a 100. So what is passing for you for the EOC? Not sure? Well, let me tell you what the scores actually mean. If you score between 0 and 67, that means you are a beginning learner. A beginning learner means that you need substantial academic support. If you score between a 68 and a 79, that means you are a developing learner. It still means that you need additional academic support. However, if you score between an 80 and a 91, that means you are a proficient learner. A proficient learner is a learner that is ready to move on to the next level. But if you score between a 92 and a 100, that means you are a distinguished learner. And a distinguished learner is a person that is well prepared for the next level. So where are you? Are you beginning, developing, proficient, or distinguished? Here at Cedar Grove High School, we want our students to score proficient or distinguished. We know that you can do it. Okay, the third thing you need to know would be the question types that are on your exam. So, get ready. First, you have selected response. Selected response questions, most likely you would call those multiple choice. They're going to provide you 4 answer choices and you to choose the best one. So you will have an A, B, C, and a D, and then you choose which one is the best of those choices. Those questions count 1 point each. Next, you will have constructed response. Constructed response questions, they're not multiple choice. That's where the student actually provides the answer. So be prepared to write, or in your case, be prepared to type. Those questions are worth 2 points each. If you don't get it fully correct, they do provide partial credit, and for partial credit, you get 1 point for each question. The next type would be extended constructed response questions. Extended constructed response questions are exactly how they sound. So you're going to be providing the answer just like you did in constructed response, but it's going to be a longer answer. It must be more detailed. These questions are worth 4 points each. Then another type of question that we have would be extended writing response. Sadly, only the ELA students have to do this. But an extended writing response question is basically your essay that you're going to write. It's either going to be argumentative or informative or explanatory, but those are the essays. And what you have to do is you have to read 2 passages, and then you're going to answer 3 selected response questions, aka multiple choice questions, and then you're going to write a 1 constructed response, which is of course like a CDC, and then you're going to write your essay. Your essay is worth up to 7 points. Last type of question, this is a technology enhanced question. So for ELA students, what does this mean for you? It's a 2-part item. So what you will have is an EBSR, which is an evidence-based selected response question. So what you have to do is first, you're going to respond to a question that's either asking you something of inference, or it's going to ask you a key concept that's going to be related to a text that they would have you read. Then second, you're going to provide textual evidence. And so that's how you do your technology enhanced questions for ELA. Math students, you also have technology enhanced questions. What you'll have is called a multiple select question response. What that means is they'll ask you to choose 2 or 3 answers that give the same value out of about 5 to 6. So you'll have multiple choice. There'll be 5 different set of answers for that problem, and you're to choose the 2 or 3 that actually answer the problem. And then you'll have what they call a multiple part question. And a multiple part question will combine either the multiple choice with the selected response or multiple select. But there'll be most likely a word problem, and you'll come up with more than one answer for that problem. Science and social studies, you're not off the hook. So for your technology enhanced question, you're going to do a multiple select, which of course means choose 2 to 3 answers out of a selection of 5 to 6 answers. So now that you know your question types, don't get rattled. Make sure you read all of the directions so you'll know exactly what type of answer you're to choose and provide. If you see the word constructed, be prepared to defend your answer with textual support. When you get this date, lock it into the calendar on your phone, put it in your planner, tattoo it on your arm, do whatever you have to do to ensure that you will be there for your EOC. That's not a good day to take a doctor's appointment, go out of town, take a trip. We want you here to test with your class. Students that test on makeup days tend not to do as well as those who studied when you took it with their class. I don't know why, I just know be there to get your best score. Now, here's something for my ELA people. If you miss day 1, you can't sit for day 2 or 3. So make sure you are there on the first day of your test so that you can get your scores back with the rest of your classmates.